Am I the a-hole for not wanting my boyfriend's mom to join us on my trip to Japan? I, 22 female, have been saving my PTO all year to take a vacation to Japan with my boyfriend, 22 male of 2 years. This is my dream trip, and I have been excited for it up until now. Recently, my boyfriend's mom, 45 female, broke up with her partner. She heard we were going to Japan and invited herself into my trip. Note, she frequently goes on trips to Spain, but she has not invited me or her children once because that's her private time with her partner. I planned to stay for 3 weeks, but she said those dates didn't work for her, and she shortened my trip. Also, the dates she picked have us arriving in the beginning of Golden Week, when everyone in Japan has an entire week off from work. Extreme overcrowding, extreme price influxes, everything I had specifically planned to avoid. I told my boyfriend I was not happy about her coming to my trip last minute and changing it to meet her needs. Eventually, he convinced me to let her come, but my condition was we had to do my original dates. His mom did not take this well. She ended up insulting him and telling him he was a bad son, and then saying she didn't want to go on the trip anymore. After this interaction, she gave my boyfriend the silent treatment for 3 days. My boyfriend was visibly upset by this, and I eventually caved and reluctantly said we could change the trip to fit her dates. He relayed this information to her, and suddenly she was happy. I am not. This is my fault for people pleasing, but I feel so resentful that I don't even want to go on the trip anymore. I've expressed this to my boyfriend, and he said he wants everyone to be happy, so everyone has to make compromises. So why does it feel like I'm always the only one compromising? I'm always the person who has to make the sacrifice. Everyone gets to be happy except for me. He says he'll make sure she doesn't interfere with our plans while we're in Japan, make sure she behaves, but I don't believe that in the slightest. The worst part is I'm trapped. I planned for this trip to be sandwiched in between my university semesters, and since I've been saving my PTO all year, it expires right after that vacation month. I'm considering just going to Japan by myself, but there's probably no way my relationship will come back from this. I have severely abusive, narcissistic parents who try to insert themselves into every aspect of my life, and I've set boundaries with them despite how painful it is and how they still treat me horribly for those decisions today. I've suffered their wrath over and over for my boyfriend because he doesn't not want my parents to ever join us on our trips. Why can't my boyfriend do the same for me? Why is having a boundary so hard? Why do I always get punished for wanting to be respected as a human being? Why don't my wants or needs ever matter? I was learning the language all year, researching thoroughly, never taking a single sick day, and working non-stop even at my worst. And for what? I am devastated and don't know what to do. Part of me thinks I'm being a bad person for taking this so seriously. Part of me thinks I should just let her join us. I keep thinking, it can't be that bad, right? She's going through a rough patch with her ex, and I should be more sympathetic. Maybe I'm being selfish. Am I being a bad person? Am I being a bad partner? Am I being unreasonable to expect my partner to prioritize me over his mom on my trip?